Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsán, ẹ káalẹ́ níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ ti ń gbọ́ mi. Orúkọ mi ò yípadà. Mo IRIRI Alaga tó ń bubble ní èmi ń jẹ́. Ṣó ń bubble lọ́dọ̀ yín bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó ń bubble níbí báyìí? Ẹ káàbọ̀ sí orí ètò ìrírí mi ní ìdí iṣẹ́ alága. Ìrírí mi ní ìdí iṣẹ́ alága. Abala àkọ́kọ́ leléyìí. Mo kí yín káàbọ̀ sórí ètò lónìí. Ǹjẹ́ tí mo ṣe fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ lọ wá nǹkan tẹ́ máa fi bánu, tẹ́ máa fi jó gẹ̀, tẹ́ máa mú tọ́kàn yín máa balẹ̀. Kẹ́ wá nǹkan fìdílé, kẹ́ jókòó nítorí wípé kíni ó ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn. Tada! Gbogbo wa la mọ̀ wípé nídìí iṣẹ́ tí oníkálukú wá yàn láàyò, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìrírí ni a ti rí lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ wa. Bóyá accountant ni wá ni, bóyá dókítà ni wá ni, bóyá agbẹjọ́rò ni wá ni. Oríṣiríṣi ìrírí ni oníkálukú wa ti rí ní ìdí iṣẹ́ wọn. Ìdí iṣẹ́ tèmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí alága ìjókòó àbí alága ìdúró, èmi náà ti ní àwọn ìrírí kọ̀ọ̀kan lẹ́nu iṣẹ́. Àbíkẹ́ mo ti rí àwọn ìrírí tí ẹ mọ̀ pé ní ayé tá a wà ní òde òní, ayé ayélujára ni gbogbo nǹkan là ń rí ní orí ayélujára tí àwọn èyìnbó ń pè ní internet or social media. On the social media space, oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ni a ti rí níbẹ̀, oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ni a ti wò lórí fídíò. Oríṣiríṣi nǹkan la ti rí lórí social media, yálà TikTok ni, Instagram ni, Facebook ni, even orí status wa. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ni máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa wọn lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan, àti tèmi, àti tẹ̀yin, àti tàwọn tó kù. Gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa gbé wá sí orí ètò ìrírí mi nídìí iṣẹ́ alága. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí abala àkọ́kọ́ tí eléyìí jẹ́, ohun àkọ́kọ́ tí máa dá ẹnu lé, òun ni fídíò kan tí mo rí tí DJ àti alága tí wọ́n jọ ní kí n pè ní Yorùbá báyìí, tí wọ́n jọ ní kanta, ẹ jẹ́ n sọ yẹn ní slangi èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì, tí wọ́n jọ ní kanta. Kí ni kanta tí wọ́n jọ ní yẹn gangan? Alága ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́, DJ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní play orin. According to nǹkan tí alága sọ, wọ́n sọ wípé ètò tètè bẹ̀rẹ̀ nítorí wípé àwọn ẹbí ọkọ àti ìyàwó wọn ò tètè jókòó. Nítorí ìdí èyí ńkọ́, ètò pẹ́ kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀. Tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe ètò lọ ni DJ náà ti ń pọ́n àwọn lójú tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa play orin. Tí alága àti DJ tí wọ́n ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní eléyìnbó máa sọ wípé wọ́n exchange words, tí wọ́n ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wọ́n jù sí mi jù sí ẹ pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n takora wọn ní kí n sọ ní pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀. Okay. So jẹ́ mọ̀ wípé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí èmi náà rí nídìí iṣẹ́. Ó yẹ farabalẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ ìrírí mi fún yín. Ṣẹ́rí alákọ̀ọ́kọ́, mo fẹ́ sọ wípé ìdí kan pàtàkì, ìdí méjì ni mo ní tí mo fi sọ pé mi ò ní ṣe ìgbéyàwó, ètò ìgbéyàwó àbí ètò ìdáná fún àwọn èèyàn wa ẹlẹ́sìn mùsùlùmí mọ́. Nǹkan méjì pàtàkì ni. Àwọn ẹyọ kan nínú ẹ̀ ni mo máa sọ nínú ètò lónìí torí wípé òun ló bá nǹkan tá à ń sọ mu. Ìdí àkọ́kọ́ ni wípé ṣẹ́rí tó bá jẹ́ wedding nìkáì, tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé ijọ́ yẹn gangan náà ló máa ṣe nìkáì, mi ò lè gba iṣẹ́ yẹn. Nítorí pé kí ni, àwọn aláàfáà ti wá láti àárọ̀, wọ́n á ṣe nìkáì, wọ́n á ṣe, á ti rẹ gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ pè wá sí wedding, wọ́n á ti náwó, wọ́n á ti nára, ebi á ti máa pa wọ́n. Àwọn bàbá ìyàwó, ìyá ìyàwó, màmá ọkọ, bàbá ọkọ, wọ́n á ti máa wo fẹ̀tòfẹ̀tò bí àwọn ṣe fẹ́ tọ́jú àwọn àlejò wọn tí wọ́n ti jókòó látàárọ̀. Ṣẹ́rí tó bá wá parí nìkáì, tó bá jàjà wá parí nìkáì yẹn, wọ́n á wá lọ change. Most of them ó máa lọ change. Ọkọ á lọ change, ìyàwó á lọ change, màmá ìyàwó á fẹ́ change, ìyá ìyàwó á fẹ́ change, báwọn bàbá ò bá tiẹ̀ change. Ẹ wá dúró. Nítorí wípé kí ni, kò sí tá a ṣe fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò ìdáná láì ṣe wípé a ní bàbá ìyàwó àti màmá ìyàwó lórí ìjókòó, láì ṣe wípé a ti mọ̀ wípé bàbá ọkọ àti màmá ọkọ náà ti wà níkàlẹ̀. Nítorí wípé kí ni, tí àwọn ẹbí ìyàwó bá ti jó wọlé tán, the next thing náà ni pé ká pe ẹbí ọkọ. So nítorí ìdí èyí, ìyẹn tún máa gbà wá lákòókò, a máa dúró. Ṣẹ́rí tó bá ti wá jó wọlé, tí ẹ bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò ìdáná, kẹ́ tó lajú, kẹ́ tó dijú, ẹ ní rí wọn mọ́ lórí ìjókòó. The last Nikai wedding I did before I said enough is enough, I'm not doing again. Mo lọ bẹ̀ bàbá ìyàwó, mo ń bẹ̀ wọ́n, mo ń kúnlẹ̀ báyìí ní as the alága ìjókòó wípé dádì ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ọmọ yín ti fẹ́ jó wọlé, ìyẹn ìyàwó ti fẹ́ jó wọlé, ẹ wá bá mi jókòó, kò sẹ́ni tó máa ẹ wá ṣàdúrà fún ọmọ yín, ẹ wá ṣe kinní kan. Bàbá ìyàwó wò mí, ó ní ṣọ́ra àwọn tó jókòó síbẹ̀ yẹn, ọ̀rẹ́ mi ni wọ́n, àwọn náà lọ bí ìyàwó lọ mú kan nu wọn. Mo wò pé what is this? Like, what is this? So I went to the table of àwọn èèyàn tí bàbá ìyàwó náwó sí mi. Mo wá lọ síbẹ̀. mo wá rí ojú dádì kan tó kù díẹ̀ nínú wọn, mo wá kúnlẹ̀ mo ní dádì sà, dádì ní pé kí n wá bá yín pé kẹ́ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kẹ́ ẹ tẹ̀lé mi wọlé, ìyàwó ti fẹ́ jó wọlé, a dẹ̀ ní ìdí kẹ́ ẹ wà lórí ìjókòó kẹ́ ẹ bá lè ṣàdúrà fún, kẹ́ ẹ bá lè sìn lọlé ọkọ, things like that. And then the baba say ẹ máa lọ mò ń bọ̀, mo ní dádì mi lè lọ o, mi ì lè lọ, àjọ máa kúrò níbí ni, ó ní mò ń bọ̀. So I ṣáà loiter around. Mind you, people are waiting in the hall. I've sent my girls twice till anybody down. The same thing happened with ìyá ìyàwó. That one is another storyline entirely. So, as I was saying go, before I interrupted myself, that's how I entered with the Baba Yawo's friend, and then we entered. Do you know that, number one, the bride, this is a jump now. Do you know that, number one, the bride cried because it was not her father that received her on her wedding day, as in, the father flew in all the way from the abroad, only for you to not sit down on the chair when it is time for your girl, for your baby girl to kneel in front of you for prayers. Bride, she first accused me that I was not patient enough to allow her father to come sit. And I had to, dear, and she was crying. I took my time to explain myself because I'm not going to allow you to spoil my job. Like, I'm not going to allow you to ruin my reputation. No stain on Mama Richie's name, okay? As it is, we say it dear and dear. It is not me. So, Tashi wá ń bá ètò lọ. Ẹ mọ̀, wọ́n ti pẹ́ kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò. Like, the Alafas, they really took their time before they ended the Nikai. So tá a ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀, ojú ti ń kọ́, eléyìí ò ti ń ṣe DJ, live band ni, ojú ti ń kọ́ live band. Ẹ mọ̀ pé tálága ṣe wá ṣiṣẹ́, òun náà ni live band ṣe wá ṣiṣẹ́. Tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ wo live band àti alága, ẹ máa rí pé the way tí àwa méjèèjì ṣe ń rí owó ní ìdí iṣẹ́, ó jọ gàtẹ́, kò jọ gàtẹ́, ó fi ẹsẹ̀ méjèèjì tiro gàtẹ́. Ìyẹn ni wípé wọ́n máa ná alága lówó, alága á rówó yàtọ̀ sí owó iṣẹ́ tí alága gbà. Ìyẹn náà tún ni wípé wọ́n máa ná live band lówó, live band á rówó yàtọ̀ sí owó iṣẹ́ tí live band gbà. Now àwọn aláàfáà àti kọ́kọ́ wá, wọ́n ti scrape everybody. In fact, wọ́n gbà títí di pé wọ́n ṣe they started telling the groom and the bride to start making transfer. They started telling people in the hall to start making transfer. Charity, ìyẹn ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀, mo ti set mind mi pé I was just thanking God pé thank God I collected my full payment before I came here today. As in, you see all the extra money on the kini, mo fagilé lọ́kàn mi already that this program is not a place to come and say, oh, ẹ fọwọ́ gbé dìde, ẹ fọwọ́. I'm just gonna go straight to the point, okay? So tí mo ṣe ń sọ lọ, wọ́n ti scrape everybody already. Alága náà wá dé, ó wá ń ṣe ṣé lẹ́tà yìí fine gan. Daddy àti mọ́mí ẹ máa fi owó mọ́tò sórí lẹ́tà yìí, ẹ bá ṣe kiri kan, ó yá iṣẹ́ lẹ rán mi o, èmi á gbowó ìjíṣẹ́. Ṣẹ́rí, while all those were going on, inú ti ń bí DJ already. DJ ti wo pé aláàfáà ti wá, wọ́n ti scrape àwọn èèyàn, alága wa ń scrape àwọn èèyàn. Kí ni èmi máa bá ń lẹ̀ tí mo bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣiṣẹ́? That was how the DJ began to play sing, ó ń kọrin. One day, àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ń gbé, wọ́n lùlù, as in they began to play right before I took in the bride. I think I was doing letter. Myself and the other guy were doing letter. Right before we took in the bride, the the live band started playing. At some point, before they started playing, they off my mic. Mo wá lọ bá wọn, mo ní máìkì ò ṣiṣẹ́, wọ́n ní bátìrì ẹ̀ ti kú, kí n mú wo bátìrì wá. Mo ní ẹ lọ sọ fẹ́ni tó gbéṣẹ́ fún yín pé ẹ fi bátìrì sínú máìkì. Ẹ lọ sọ fẹ́ni tó gbéṣẹ́ fún yín pé ẹ ra bátìrì wá sínú máìkì. Ṣé máìkì yìí kọ́ ni wọ́n fi ṣe nìkáì? Ṣé sọ fún àwọn àfáà pé kó lọ ra bátìrì sínú ẹ̀? Go tell the person tó gbéṣẹ́ fún yín. The engagement was going on. It was going on. Now they on my mic because mo fohùn lẹ̀. Mo lọ tan máìkì yẹn padà. I started. I thought mo ti jẹ lọ. Àṣé mi ì jẹ nǹkan kan. I didn't eat anything. Talk less of not leaving crumbs, okay? So wọ́n ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní play nìyẹn. As they began to play, I was like, irú wàhálà wo lélẹ̀? Àwọn alága dúró tí ẹ bá mi dá sí. Àwọn màámi ni wọ́n. They didn't interrupt since it was not them that was working. Anyways. So I now announced, I said, the most important thing is what we are about to start. I've not taken our time. I've been trying to, as fast as possible. The bride is yet to come in and she is about to come in. Live band, we need you to stop what you're doing. They didn't answer me. Sherry, ìgbà tí Ọlọ́run máa wá mú wọn, mo wá decide pé okay, kí ìyàwó kúkú lo live band kó fi wọlé. I explained to the bride, I said, see, your live band has started playing, so we'll just use that opportunity to bring you inside. And she agreed. Do you know what? Their engine malfunctioned. Ó malfunction because èmi náà wá takú mo ní láì bàlẹ̀ yẹn gangan lẹ́ẹ̀fi gbéyàwó wọlé. Ó wá malfunction, wọn ò rí kíní ṣe. Mo wá sọ fún ìyàwó mo ní normal èmi ló yẹ kí n gbé ẹ wọlé except you opt for the option of DJ or live band. Do you want me to sing to bring you in? She said yes. And then I started singing. Onílù mi bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní lùlù. A gbé ìyàwó wọlé. Ṣé nígbà tí ìyàwó máa wọlé tó kí àwọn bàbá ọkọ tó kí àwọn kíní tí ìyàwó máa lọ sí ilé ọkọ ẹ̀ báyìí tí engine wọn ṣe ṣiṣẹ́ padà nìyẹn tó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní play orin lákọlákọ nìyẹn. Èmi tí ń tòótọ́ I ignored o because they didn't off my mic again, so I just ignored. I did as if it didn't disturb me. They were playing, I was talking. They were playing, I was talking. Now what baffled me most is that ẹgbẹ́ṣẹ́ fún yàn ẹni yẹn malfunction. There was nobody in the family, both bride's family or groom's family, that could go meet the live band and say, Kini bobo ṣì tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí, ṣé ẹ rí wípé a ṣe ń ṣe engagement lọ́wọ́ ni. Nobody could stand up to do that. You now think it is me, mo Marichi Alaga tó ń bubble, tí mo ṣe ń bubble yẹn, ẹ rò pé èmi máa wá lọ máa bá live band jà on behalf of you tó sanwó iṣẹ́ fún. I can't do that because I'm not gonna meet myself on the internet abusing somebody. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So this is also for ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣe ìnáwó, daddies and mummies tẹ́ ń sanwó fún DJ àti live band, brothers and sisters tẹ́ ń ṣe wedding tẹ́ ń sanwó fún DJ àti live band. I think it's time for you guys to start having a proper contract. Let them know what that day is going to entail. Okay, after the Nikai, we are doing the traditional wedding. After traditional wedding, we are doing this. So it is after all those things that you begin your work. We do not know the time. We do not. Toba agree, fine. Toba agree, up to another person. But I understand that they would have given them time. Oh, time let me play. Time let me play. I will disrupt the time go and when you're 30 basically. If you know you can't handle them, don't hire them. If not, as they are malfunctioning, I will be doing my thing and it is not going to affect me. So by the time you are watching your video, you are playing back your wedding video, you will see yourself in the movie. Okay, good. So as they were playing, I was doing my work, and then actually, because I was not ready to start saying, DJ, I be live band, let first one in Timothy. I just kept doing my thing. They cut the cake, they were playing, all sorts of things. And then eventually they stopped. But I didn't. So eventually they stopped when they saw that, oh, probably I was not going to start, with them. So I cut the cake. Over the time, she handing over. As an Alaga, you know that when you're handing over, you hand over all the leftover envelopes. Lo. Owó bàbá gbọ́, owó ìyá gbọ́, owó orí, most important one, because àwọn owó ìṣíjú ìyàwó á ti lò yẹn, owó ọmọ tó ka lẹ́tà, owó glasses ọmọ tó ka lẹ́tà á ti lò yẹn. So all the remaining envelopes tá àti lò, a máa hand over, ká tó hand ìyàwó over fún àwọn ẹbí ọkọ. So when it was time for handing over of the envelopes, the baba ìyàwó didn't follow me. Tẹ́ bá rántí, ẹ má jẹ́ ká gbàgbé story tí mò ń sọ bọ̀ látẹ̀yìn. Baba ìyàwó did not follow me back to the hall. So ọ̀rẹ́ wọn tó appoint fún mi, òun ló wá sí all. So òun ni mò ń fún envelope títí kan owó orí ìyàwó. The bride's mother was there. She was there, but bàbá yẹn ló gba owó orí ìyàwó. Unfortunately for me, video tèmi kò capture now I think if on this my job, I have to get a professional person to handle my video. Unfortunately for me, my girl that was taking my video did not capture that. She just took pictures. And at the point I was giving the envelopes, you do not know which of the envelopes I was handing over. Okay, so I handed over the envelopes and we handed over the yawo and Akbari engagements and live band took over. Only for the bride to call me about 3 days after and say, Alaga, ẹjọ́ ẹ má bínú, mo fẹ́ bèrè ni, owó orí yẹn, mo fẹ́ bèrè bóyá àwọn ẹbí ọkọ mi fi envelope owó orí sí ara ẹrù yẹn, ṣé rí owó orí mi ní mo rówó orí, ó dẹ̀ gọbọi, envelope yẹn gọbọi, yàtọ̀ sáwọn bàbá gbọ́ àti ìyá gbọ́, ó gọbọi. You know that there are some owó orí that 5,000 ló máa fi síbẹ̀. There are some owó orí that 10,000. Even tó bá jẹ́ pé 200 naira ni, owó yẹn ṣe pọ̀, kò lè jẹ́ 5,000. The owó orí was plenty. I now said, yes, I saw it, and then I handed it over to the man that represented your father for the handing over. And she started saying, ṣé mo wí pé má yẹn sọ pé òun ò rí, má yẹn sọ pé kinní kan, má yẹn sọ pé kinní kan. And I was like, bóyá kẹ́ lọ wo fídíò yín, because èmi ò ní fídíò tí mo lè present fún ẹ pé mo and over. But when your videographer gives you your videos, go and watch it. You will see. As in, you know that when you want to announce the owori, you raise it up and say, owori ìyàwó rèé o, nílẹ̀ Yorùbá a kì í dá padà daddy. Àjẹmọ́nú yín ni o, kíní kan, ìgbà kan àwo kan. So go and watch the video. You will see where I presented him the owori. Èmi ni tiyín ní tòótọ́. Bàbá yẹn deny pé àwọn gba owó orí lọ́wọ́ Alaga. What the father of the bride was supposed to sit down, collect, enjoy with the mother of the bride, because they were no longer together, with the mother of the bride, another person, ẹni ẹlẹ́ni ló gba ìjẹunjẹ. All because why? They were not present, or he was not present. Láti ṣojúṣe wọn, because on cater fún àwọn èèyàn, fún àwọn tí wọ́n pè. So that's why I said, if you're gonna do your nikai, make sure you do nikai on a Thursday, do your wedding on Friday, or do nikai on Friday, do your wedding on Thursday. Èmi o, mo máa Richie Alaga tó ń bọ̀ bò. I cannot go and anchor a wedding, traditional wedding. Bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ìjọ yẹn náà lọ máa ṣe nikai, mi ì lè ṣe mọ́. That's experience of my second one, and I've seen different Alagas complain about Nikai wedding. In fact, I know one Alaga that said that she can never ever do Nikai job again. And I knew that day, I'm not going to do that, okay? So that's it for me. So ìrírí mi nìyẹn nípa pé DJ àti Alaga wọ́n jọ ní gbọ́n mi sí omi òtó ní ìjọ ìdáná àwọn olùbárà wọn. Àbí báwo ká ṣe sọ Yorùbá ìbáyìí, wọ́n ní gbọ́n mi sí omi òtó lẹ́nu iṣẹ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìrírí tèmi nìyẹn pé wọ́n ní gbọ́n mi sí omi òtó lẹ́nu iṣẹ́. Now my second ìrírí for that, I already planned myself that tí n bá ti dé ibi iṣẹ́, mo máa lọ bá either DJ of the live band. Okay, so this is what I did, so that because I've thought about it, báwo ni irú nǹkan báyìí ò ṣe ní máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí ni a fẹ́ ṣe sí àwa Alaga? Kí la fẹ́ ṣe sí àwọn DJ tó jẹ́ wípé tá bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ as Alaga, DJ àbí live band ò ní máa interrupt wa. So I took it upon myself when I got to the venue that day. Mo rí pé DJ ni, mo lọ bá DJ, mo kí dáadáa, he's a young guy. And you know me too, I'm young. I'm not a mommy. Because of where I'm mommy in one industry. I don't know. Mommies may not be able to do that, but I mean, I'm just 30 something. I might be 30 something. So I'm not a mommy. So I went to meet the DJ. I greeted him well, and I told him, Emini Alaga Ijoko for the event. And he said, oh, okay. And I said, DJ Ajowani, mi ò ní wàhálà o. Please, let everything be fine. And he said, and he laughed, and he was like, problem. And we were like, shit. So, and that was it. So for that event, my Onilu came very late. In fact, I was calling him, he didn't pick. He came very late. I went to meet the DJ. I said, can you please give me beats? Help me get beats. Loop, loop. And you already okay, ó ti bá mi wá loop jáde, ó wá gbé sí mi létí pé ṣé mo like eléyìí, ṣé mo fẹ́ lè àtìwò before my Onilu came, and I told him, oh, thank you. So I think going forward for Alaga, it is good to establish great relationship between àwọn èèyàn tẹ́jọ máa ṣiṣẹ́, whether Alaga ìdúró, whether DJ, whether MC, even the afas tó bá jẹ́ Nikai wedding, just that me, I've opted out of Nikai weddings. It is good to establish a good relationship with everybody tẹ́jọ máa ṣiṣẹ́, to make the event an excellent one, to make the event an unforgettable experience, and to make it easy for you. I think that is the only solution I'm bringing to the table today. So in conclusion, I think it's better to have a good relationship with everybody you're working with, so that you can have a seamless event. Okay, good. Thank you for watching my video. I remain your baby girl, Moma Richie Alaga tó ń bubble, Richard Lele, Richie for short. Òun làwọn èèyàn ṣe ń pè mí ní Moma Richie, torí wípé èmi gangan nìyá tó bí Richie. Betty Lele, Bethel, say Bethel. What is your name? Bethel Bakri. Yeah, say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.